Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Thank you so much for watching so far. This is actually our 70th episode, 7-0. It's been quite a distance. And if you've enjoyed it up to now, please consider subscribing to the channel. I do predominantly play these kind of games. And yeah, if you're enjoying this episode, please hit that like button as well. I do appreciate your support. Now, there's been a few comments, and as always, I do absolutely enjoy going through all the comments. One of them was whether we actually set up this one to be loading the rail distribution to be loading fuel. And I think you're right, we might never have set it up. So that's a bit of a bummer. So what is this facility called? It'll be picking up here. So this is the Warstock oil and fuel unloading. No, it's so let's rename it. So this is going to be on fuel unloading. No, it's Warstock fuel and bitu loading. Right, that's what this one does. Warstock. There we go. And then the other one. See, it's got the resources available, right? And then the other one has no resources connected to it because it can only unload. This is the oil unload. So this one is called Warstock oil unload. Unloading. Come on. Type. There we go. So now at least it'll be a little bit easier for us to know. And the reason I know these are connected in that way is if we zoom in here, we can see these are connected to those two. And this is the exiting value that way. We could have probably used the same one, but anyway, let's not bother too much with that. So now what we're saying is Warstock fuel and bitu loading. We should also be loading that there. But then we're not sending it to the border post. And we will then allow unloading elsewhere. So let's see if that does anything. Am I pausing the game? Yeah, there we go. It's going to immediately go and grab some stuff. And then take it to the train and diesel station. Oh, it's this one. Perfect. Okay. So, yes, thank you so much for that comment. Clearly, I missed out on that one. Another comment was, did I actually add workers to this? Yes, there is workers. Workers is for fire stations. I mean, you can do this now, but workers is ultimately based on the vehicles that's in here. And someone did mention as well, we should be very cautious about the smaller vehicles because they don't intelligently assign. So what I thought I'd do is I'd get one of these big cisterns in here as well, because they should be able to do a pretty reasonable job. So let's bring our cistern in through there. Got lots of money now, so we can almost buy our Frida over here. I just want to make sure that we actually do get the fuel over here. So potentially what we're doing here is completely unnecessary. But let's get it done. Let's keep going on that. I should probably asphalt up some more of these roads. This road is still underway. I can probably speed things up a little bit now. So let's speed things up a bit. Another comment was in anticipation of the update for waste management, right? Look at this guy. I hope you completed your health and safety assessments before you went and parked that way. Anyway, that's fun. Once that is built, and it literally only needs a few workers, right? Oh no, it needed a little bit of steel. Oh, there we go. So now it'll get some workers and it'll finish it off, and that's the end of winter. That's pretty cool. The other comment was in anticipation of the waste management kind of update. We should probably leave space for those facilities. Yeah, this guy should be sorted out pretty easily. We should probably leave some space, and I think we generally have. Maybe here, actually, I think we can pretty easily squeeze in a building or two, and even if we have to potentially demolish something to squeeze it in, I mean, that spot there has got a lot of room. We should be fine. And over here as well, I'm pretty sure there's tons of room still in between here. I mean, look at that spot over there. So there's still room here, which can also go into parking later. And over here, we would want to do the same thing. We want to make sure we do the same thing. This is slowly getting constructed, though I probably need to trim down these workers a little bit. We don't necessarily need as many of them kind of hanging out over here. Just because, and similarly on this side, because we really don't have the materials on site to support that. Here they come little by little. Okay, so that section is done, and this section is now. Let's just assign. Ooh, this is quite an interesting one. So even though that section is done, we can't actually finish this off. Okay, so what will we be doing? So I think what I'll do is I will grab a little pathway like that. We'll try and tie it in over there, and that should give us access to other facilities. Yeah, absolutely. So get the rest of the moderate crew out here to come and finish that section off. I would like to see this guy in action, to be honest, and he should have the ability to get workers once that little last section is done. Excellent. That's awesome. Definitely want to do. So there's also been a comment. Yeah, thanks so much for all the comments. I'm absolutely enjoying the comments. We're doing pretty reasonable job here with regards to steel, but it's obvious it's not quite, cranking out steel at a rate of knots and something that we need more. Actually, it's not doing too poorly. It's not doing too poorly, but it's probably from a section of where we didn't do. Oh, there's plenty of steel around, but we do want a nice big steel mill at some point. So the two things that I am quite interested in, and we won't achieve it in a short period of time. The two things I'm quite interested in. Let's have a look. So there's still some construction going on over here. These two, yeah, they're under construction. I really can't get you guys to come and do this, so please go about forgetting this. But what we can do is we can assign our moderates constructions over here, and we can also assign our chaos constructions, and we can assign the air constructions as well, so that we get those bridges built pretty quickly. I do need us to start working on this thing. This is going to be enormous, it's going to take a lot of materials. But anyway, I do want to build a very big steel facility somewhere. And if I have a quick look here, if we look at steel, do we have a enormous steel mill? So we've got the vanilla one, which already does a hell of a lot, 43 tons per day. This one does 18. It's an electro one, so I'm not interested in that. Similarly with that, and similarly with this thing. Wow, that's a lot of steel. It's an oil tank. Ooh. So I'm keen on the normal setup. So that's 12 tons. So the vanilla one is really the one that we're after. This is the one that we're using at the moment. The vanilla one is the one that we're after. These other ones, I kind of picked them up because they were interesting mods, but ultimately I think they're not really the ones for us. Now, can we have a look? Are we ready to go here? Come on, guys. You need to finish this up a little bit quicker. Got workers out on site. We're missing a little bit of steel here, right? Just bring some steel in, guys. The helicopters should be able to come and drop off some steel. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, good. Everything else is going along pretty nicely. Is this section built? Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is going to be storing fuel for us only. This has got access to crops, that's fine. And here, I would like us to make sure that we are dropping off fuel, right? So if pop in here, what is... I think that's the one. And it should be unloading. It should be unloading. So we should definitely be seeing some fuel arriving in the not too distant future. We might be... Just want to check where my trains are at and what they're doing. Just want to check. Sometimes I don't want to be exporting fuel just yet. So where are these trains? Oh, here it goes. Where is this guy heading to? It is going to where I think it is going. So let's do a bit of a ride along. Take a ride on our line here. There we go. And I can actually do that. So we look at that. Look at that. A bit of a ride along. I love our line. Pretty good through the cargo station over here. Lots of options to go through there. Preserve the tree. And here we're heading down the river. And oh, look at those power lines. I like them. With the fields in the background and the power line. This is our little dock here. Excellent. This is working super well. Here we go, getting through there. Oh, brilliant. Loving it. It looks really good. Looks really good. I'm loving it. Here we go. Pop in here. A bit of a quick turn there. Excellent. So let's pop out of that and see what's going on here. So this is unloading. Well, it's had an enormous amount. Which is do we need to... Well, there's only one way to find out whether we actually need a pump here. But I think if that thing's filled up, right, it will start pushing through. But I think not enough fuel for refueling. I can't believe... Oh, so we're actually still... so that generally is not going to work. Okay, well, let's buy the Frida. We should have enough money for the Frida. So let's buy the Frida. We'll go ahead and the cargo vessel that we would like is the Frida. Because it carries a hell of a lot. So let's buy that one. It'll make its way over here. And then the idea will be that we will import crops from there. But I think yet again, we may need a pump over here. Actually, do we need a pump? Do we need a pump? Sometimes I'm not too sure when a pump is required and when it's not required. Over here, those pump out that way. This one, this one actually does have a pump. It does have a pump in place over there. These don't. They just draw it straight through. So that is an interesting one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually get the Frida. See if once the Frida gets here. Oh, there comes our Frida, guys. Loving it. Oh, look at it hugging the coastline. Our very first ship. Oh, beautiful. It's the beautiful Frida. No fuel whatsoever, though. It can't be refueled here. I wanted to put fuel in here so that we can at least fuel it up a little bit. But yeah, how much fuel does this thing actually take? No idea, but I mean, that's actually an enormous amount, right? Oh no, this is liters, right? It's not tons, it's liters. So it's going to be without fuel now. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I do wonder what's going to happen here. It should be able to... Yeah, I'm worried about the fuel situation here. Not enough fuel for refueling. There we go. Our Frida is parked up. And... Stop. Okay. Stopping now. Citizen's health too low? Oh, we'll have a look at that right now. I've quickly paused it now. So what I would like to do is I would like to say, guys, please go to the Soviet countries. And then I would like you to please load up on crops. And then from there, oh, this is advanced setup. And then from there, I would like you to come to this spot over here. And I would like you to unload that and wait until you are unloaded. And the idea is that I will make you go to that one first and say, make a... Ooh. Oh, yeah, it seems like it's all set up and ready to go. So just before I do that, let's just quickly go and have a look. So we finished off a building over here, but for some reason has very low health. It's because it's two people in there with low health. It really shouldn't be an issue. It's right next door to the... It's right next door to the hospital. That's the word. The hospital is the word. So what I'll do is I will go ahead and tie in a few more kind of baseline. Oh, that's a connection over there. So potentially, let's just do one connection over that way and one connection over here. I'm quite comfortable to just make sure that we're tying in a number of different locations. So that's going to be absolutely fine. Get all of that under construction. We'll get moderate to, or moderate to come and pick up on all of these sections. You should be able to come and do that quite comfortably. Okay, so that's fine. Now, if we make a start, Frida is on the way. I'm hoping Frida will be able to load up here on fuel because it's got access to fuel. I just don't quite understand why it's having this issue here. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll follow the Frida in, which is now out of fuel completely. And I assume that it's still moving because generally vehicles stop moving if they can't get access to what they need. I would like you to say if you are out of food, please. That's quite important. Out of alcohol is not a big deal for me because that's just the export product for us at the moment. But if you're out of food, that's an issue. So this, I'm hoping, will do a good job. Where is this at now? You should be absolutely fine. Where's my Frida? Come on, Frida. Come on, Frida. I just want to see if we're actually gonna get some. What are you doing? You're coming in? I want to see you fill up, man. I want to see you fill up. Excellent. Our first ship. Just want to see our fueling working. It really should be working. Should just be drawing it straight through. There's some kind of pump in the building, right? Let's see what happens. That's going to be the big question. Will it fill up? Nope. Nope. So there we go. So clear as mud. It's not working. So what I need to do is put a pump in here. So yet again, we go and fix a little bit of a problem that we have. There's constantly some issues that we need to deal with. So now the question is, we'll definitely need it on this side, and we do. I'll probably get rid of that entire thing. Now, what I'm looking for is a pump. A forwarding pump is going to be sufficient. Okay, so if we do that, okay, that should be fine. And then we can do that. That's fine. Let's get that all built. If we go, we just need to see where we need to get. How would you get access? That's upstairs. How would you should be getting access somehow, right? Oh, no, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Turn it around. Demolish that. Thank you. We'll get rid of this. Underground. Pipe. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, now try this again. We would like it the other way around, so let's flip it. There we go. There we go. Okay, so if we do that one, we do the underground connection, perfect. We'll tie that one in and we'll grab ourselves a little bit of a road. We'll go above. There we go. Nice going. Now let's assign Kioski to come and do all of this construction for us, please. And let's try and do it ASAP, please. This is a priority construction. All of these little sections. I do actually like that little piece popping up over there. So we'll get that going. Frida should then be fueled up, and we should be fine with bringing in some more crops in such a fashion. Our money, well, we're just trying to recover from the purchase of the Frida, which is okay. trying to recover, and we've built some buildings and people are starting to move in, and so presumably we don't have anybody kind of missing in action. We've also finished off this in the last episode, and it was on the thumbnail, but I didn't actually showcase it, but it's beautiful, and I think it works really well on this little spot here. I'm going to try and keep it a little bit of a natural park tiles type thing, and maybe we can put some props and stuff in here to just make it look like a bit of a park. It kind of does look that part anyway, as it stands now. So I'm quite thrilled with it. Our water and everything is holding up quite nicely. I might see about popping in. Oh, do we have workers here now? We're starting to see some workers come in, so that's good. I might kind of wondering if I should build another building over here. Well, actually, access should be fine. To most things, actually. This is workers, that's fine. This is workers. The police station will have workers. Yeah, properly staffed with workers, so police should be all good. Leave a little bit of space over here. Maybe we leave that spot open there. We've got this thing so we can actually run buses if we needed to. Yeah, let's make a start on another little building, and I'm kind of wondering whether I do a little something in there, to be honest. I was thinking about it last time as well. I think we did play around with one of the bigger, flatter ones, right? Something like this. We were kind of having a bit of a look at this something like that. I'm not opposed. So what's the size of this thing? How many people? 195. These go 250. Yeah, maybe this little slither over here is a good spot for it. Ooh, it's making a little bit of an indentation over there. So let's do that. That's another little piece that's going. Ooh, it's a little bit of a drop down there, but it should be all good. 250, another 250 workers going in there. Do it roughly about here. The view that we'll see how we connect the rest of that later. But for the time being, I'll make a start there. We'll get moderate to come and do this. I mean, these sections have already almost all been done. Oh, this isn't actually assigned. Get moderate over here too. Thank you. But all these other ones are starting to make a move. Excellent. Good stuff. How's our progress over here? Ooh, going pretty well. It's going pretty well over here, so that's good. I'm happy to see us make this kind of progress here. It's got a lot of concrete, but not all of the concrete it needs. We do need technical services. This little section's been built. I'm pretty keen on moving that forward. So what was this? This was just like a depot? No, that's a construction office. Well, actually, I can already do that. So let's quickly do this. So what I need is this view. Let's get rid of that. And the idea is that we would like access there and access thereabouts. And then we would like you to so we'll need ooh. I think we'll be fine. We should be able to sort that out pretty easily. Do we have the ability to maybe do it over here? No, we don't. So we'll have to get the guys to come and help out. So if we're going to do that, we'll terrain smoothing average level, right? Yeah, so let's average it over here a little bit. Actually, height from the center. There we go. We then apply a bit of smoothing. Maybe that will actually allow us to build that little road out there. Oh, it does. So let's try and make a direct access off like that. There we go. Look at that. Fairly reasonable. Let me try and trim that back and try and do it from the other side now. There we go. Gives us a little bit more of a... There we go. And I think that's... yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. So with that in place, we can move our construction office forward, or that one with the facilities at least. Construction is here, and we would like a free construction office. Yes, we've got this one available. I'm going to place that one over there. And we're going to move these guys forward. Please move you all over here. Thank you. Similarly, I'll quickly... Oh, I think I'll be able to do the leveling here, but that's fine. We'll keep an eye. That's working pretty well. We're getting there. Yeah, I'm going to try and do it in exactly the same spot. So let's get this going. So let's do... Oh, we don't have bulldozers. Oh, we'll have to wait for the bulldozers to come up. Here they come. So what I'll do is I will go ahead and delete that. Thank you. And that means we can make a start on the next piece here. Oh, there was another fire. Okay, let's just clear out that. Clear out that. Yeah, all the way through there. Yeah, let's get going. All the way over there. And you can even... Let's assign Chaoski to come and pave those sections there. And we'll see about doing the rest. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think this is actually going to look pretty awesome over here. And we do need to do a fair bit more work here so that we can get the bridge to move. Okay, so let's put that aside at the moment. I need to extend... Oh, actually, we can get the guys to come and work on this train line. Just see, is that kind of where we want the train line to go? Yeah, it's definitely where we want it to go. I'm kind of tempted to do a bit of a forward construction base in this location with the port here and the construction base over there. Or maybe even an extension of the port. I don't know. We could do an extended port. It might be better to do an extended port there and then maybe the construction area over here. Yeah. We'll have to have a look. We need a bit of room. But I think I'm comfortable with it. It's going to go and hug... well, that's the question, right? Is there enough room for it to go up there, right? That is steep, right? And what we might want to do instead, and that's why I'm doing this now, so we'll have a quick look. So I think what we'll do is we'll... Oh, I don't want to do that. Let's just trim it back. To about there, right? Let's trim it back all the way there. Now, let's try and turn it a little bit more aggressively so that we... Yeah, something like that, I think, is going to be a little bit better. Let's turn this out this way. And then the idea is really that we extend this all the way like so, right? And then what we can do is we can quite comfortably just tie these in here. Right, so if we do that, the only issue I see with this is that we won't necessarily have a very easy bridge connection to the other side of this, unless we... this is the problem with hugging this road. It's pretty good, but once this gets busy, we wouldn't necessarily want a crossing there. So the question really is whether we're going to do anything in here. This is going to be an enormous piece of construction to get there. So the question is it really important for us to have road access right in here beyond? We could potentially just get the road access off of the motorway. Wow, that does look a little steep, doesn't it? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to, now that I'm here, I'm just going to trim this back. Oh. And now I'm going to try and do it again. Now that's much more natural. Our vehicle's going to be tilting over this way. Yeah, kind of looks that way. Okay, let's redo that quickly. All the way to say there. Okay, now let's try that one more time. If I'm gonna, okay, and we'll do this wheel. There we go. So that should make it a bit more reasonable. There we go. Excellent. And if we look at that now, that's a much more natural slope up there. It's not perfect, but much better. That was a bit of a massive issue there. Okay, so these guys are, asphalting over here. That one's actually done, to be honest. So we can go ahead and make our extensions there. Now let's quickly have a look at this. Item from the center. So if we do something like that, right? And then we'll smooth it out. Okay, but the idea is that ultimately the easiest thing to do is just make sure we have our what? 3 excavators? You gotta be kidding me. We need to forward move these guys. Okay, and another one. Yeah, probably. Well, it's directly over here. So let's just get the other one. Let's get another free construction office. My goodness, it's a bit of a tedious undertaking at the moment. So let's get another free construction office over here, and we will rebase these guys to come forward here, please. Make your move over here, and then we'll come and fix the rest. Oh, that's done. So let's make a start on the next section through here. Quite comfortable with. Ooh, let's do this trick where we remove any of these little spots, right? We only have, that seems to be the only one. So let's do all the way there, and we'll get you all the way there. Perfect. Now let's get Moderate to come and move in and do these. And come and make your move there. And I'm comfortable with the rail, so I'm going to go ahead and go and commission it. Oh, you know what? Should probably have checked if the Frida is doing its thing, and that's okay. What I will do from a rail perspective is just try and get rid of these things so they can. That's okay. That section is probably already under construction, so I won't do that, but we will try and get this moved away and try and get that moved away. That's where we're going to end it, basically, because we do need to do some planning over there. Now, we do have signals all the way. Where do we have signals, right? Probably need ourselves a little bit of signals over here, so let's do some mixed signals right there. That should be good. Excellent. And that will allow the construction to continue over there. So let's grab our rail construction guys. Come on, rail construction guys. Make a move out over here, please. These should be, yeah. That should be underway now. So they'll make a start there. Let's go and have a look and see if Frida is doing its thing. Oh, Frida is moving. So this guy should now be filled up. Oh, beautiful. So now Frida will be doing some proper work with this, and we should be able to quite comfortably keep this guy moving. Now, the question really in my mind is, do we have sufficient number of workers to start running trains from over here? Maybe not quite, but it is growing. Oh, and this, I can actually make a start on this construction as well. So let's, sign that one over there. Get this one to come through like so. That's good. Let's get all of those assigned. We can get Moderate come and do some work over here. And then we'll get that construction moving. There's probably room for another building of some nature over here. They should be able to... I think we definitely want to do multiple access points, such as this. There is an access point on this side. There's an access point on that. So that's okay. I think that's going to be fine. And we might even ask our Chaoski personnel to come and do this one. Now, let's see if we are... I'm all over the show, aren't I? So we're missing chemicals. So you're out of chemicals, right? You're not getting enough workers through. How much do we have in terms of... Oh, look at all those electronic components. I like it. Now, the idea is if it's too many workers, let's trim the workers to 20 then. So we will be using only... so 10% of it will be 0.16 tons, right? So less than... Yeah, for that'll be that consumption. This is generating... Well, this isn't even... Yeah, okay. So hopefully that's going to look a little bit better now. You just get less people. That's okay. I think that's going to be brilliant. Now that this is in place, what we can do is we can say, buddies, you're already coming over here, right? And I believe at this station here, what you can do is so you're unloading, but what you can also do is you can load up on electronic components, right? And absolutely until it's empty, and then you can drop off electronic components at this train station there. And what I'll do is I will say, yeah, stop the imports, I think, is what I'm trying to say here. These are really only emergency style stuff. So that's going to stop now, I'm pretty sure. So let's actually stop the crop imports, food, and let's stop the food imports. Shall we? Well, if I do that, it'll import everything. Let's stop that and see if that works. That's fine. We should stop that. And now we can... Now, this guy should come here, make a move. Well, I don't think they need... electronic components over here. It's got a pretty reasonable number. But what we can do is we can certainly say, look, guys, let's up that number to 100%. Let's make sure that we've got plenty of stuff in there. Right, so when we go back down to where you're trying to unload here, right? Oof, only 20%. Actually, because you're only doing food and... There we go. So I'm assuming that's electronics. Yeah, there we go. Going to go and collect some electronics over there. Perfect. So that means our imports of electronics would look much, much different. Last month, we ended up doing another quite a healthy export there. Frida is here dropping off our crops. That's fine. So we'll be comfortable with that. What we need to do is create more. So I would like us to just grab an extra train and start running it over here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and buy ourselves another electric train set. Okay, so what we're running at the moment is this guy at 100 kilometers an hour, 325. If we look at electric locomotives, right, they're all pretty pricey, but what's the one that we're currently using? That 120 potentially, right? Something like that. That's about the cheapest one we've got at 120. Oh, no, this one. Wow, it's about the same price, so it really doesn't matter too much. Which one? Oh, let's try that. There might have been an extra page there. So electric locomotives. Yeah, these are, wow, expensive and not very quick. Okay, so there we go. Now, if we look at passenger wagons, we'll have to buy them here, though. So let's have a look. So if we do cargo wagons, cargo cars. Ah, there we go. What am I after? I'm after a passenger wagon. There we go. So if we wanted it to run a little quicker, we could run these, right? What is that? 115. Yeah, that's not a bad one, actually. 98. Wow, that is heavy. Definitely not gonna run that. So that seems to be pretty good. So maybe I'll do that instead. That is about the same as a motor wagon, right? So we can. Do we do 2 of them? Let's see. How many workers do we actually need out here? If we're going to go full tilt now, right? Wow, that goes really quickly. We'll see how that works. So if we're going to go full tilt, right? It's going to be 250 plus 250. So that's about, so let's just go with that. So 500 workers per shift, right? So really we need to do 250. You know what? Forget about it. Just do the 100 kilometer an hour one at the train set. That's going to be all good. We'll start with 1. Yeah. Start with 1, and if we'll move them elsewhere if we need to. So let's bring in one of these guys. Thank you. And we'll assign a new route over there. Let's cancel some of these things. Okay, let's while we're waiting for that, let's see if our excavators have moved their way up over here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's moving quite nicely. Over here, back at finishing off this. Okay, and if we look at that, I might trim it back and try and... Ooh, that doesn't actually want to work. Trim that back even more and see if it works now. There we go. That is slightly better. Yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. So there we go. That's our interchange on this side. Again, a bit of a... Yeah, I actually quite like it. It's far enough apart. It's pretty good. We should probably put something like a fuel station in this area once we've got power, of course. At the moment, we don't. These guys should be under construction. Right, yeah. There is some activity over here. Now, let me have a look at trying to get the rail up here. Wow. Actually, no. Let's see if we can figure out a height level. So this is about the height level we want to work at, right? So we take the measuring tool, we'll pop it there. So that gives us 56. No, that's not what I'm after. Just one there, and then about here somewhere, right? That gives us to about the same location. So is that going to be... I want this bridge to be pretty straight, to be honest. If I'm turning this around, maybe it's from over here then instead. Well, if we're gonna go and do... We're going to go about doing something like that, right? Let's just make sure we're maintaining proper heights. And I think that's probably not quite on the same level there, but that's okay. Now, if we wanted to do this kind of thing, right? So let's cancel these points and we'll start a new point at... No. A new point at... this location here, which is 53.4, and trying to run it pretty straight here to 53.4 over there, right? Let's delete the last point and we'll do 53.4 something Something like that. Yeah, it'll look at this. It'll have to be about something like this, right? So I'm going to have to go and do it there. So let's pop that in there. And now what I'm going to try and do is create a bit of a landing in this location. So we should be able to do that by leveling from the center here, right? There we go. Let's create ourselves a landing. I think that's going to be about right. So with that landing in place there, I'm also pretty keen. Now the question is, do I push this thing forward or do I just bridge? I think I'll just bridge it, to be honest. I think I'll just bridge it. Okay, so that should give us a pretty reasonable one. Now, if I'm going to go and say bridge from here to there, let's have a look at what that could look like. We would like a pretty decent bridge. None of these bridges go. Build an arch bridge. The arch bridge could be cool. The truss bridge could be cool, but they're really care. Ooh, pillar spacing is 57 meters, 27. Honestly, I don't need electrification. What is that? Build an arch bridge with a tram track. Not doing that. 42, 77 on the beam bridge. 57, 37, 42. So that's the biggest one, right? I think that's about. So we can try and get it a little straighter, right? Wow, look at the concrete. Yeah, I think that's the one. It doesn't seem to want to use a lot of steel. So I'll see about smoothing this thing up on this side. So what I'll need to do is do that and do that, right? Look at that. Wow. I think I like it. I like it. Now we're just going to delete the middle one there. Okay, so we're not doing this. And what we'll do is we'll try and get rid of a bit of this stuff. And we'll try and get a smoother connection onto there. Do that, right? Is that a reasonable connection? Actually, that doesn't look too bad. That actually looks pretty good. The issue with let's redo this one and see if we can make that look a little bit better. Oh, I think that's fine. Maybe a little tight on this corner here, but that's okay. Look at that. Guys, I'm going to be comfortable with this. And then on this side, what we'll need to do is we'll need to check how we're going to I'm kind of tempted to do a little something like this, right? So if we do that, right, that looks pretty reasonable. Because we still wonder, where are we going, right? We would like to, go down here and then run, potentially up this way. I think the uranium is over here somewhere. Oh, it's up here. So yeah, coming up this area is fine. So really, we just need to get down. We just need to get down from there. Okay, let's have a look at what that could look like. So if we're saying, don't do that. Yep, that's a bit of a challenge. Let's get rid of those sections. I need to remember to the fire, which I hope. Oh, and my other border post has never ever been dealt with properly ever again. That's pretty good. No, don't do that. Get rid of that one. So the idea is really that if we're coming up there, is that like a reasonable? I think that's not quite reasonable. Let's just get rid of that again, and then we'll try. Yeah, let's do this. See if we can't get ourselves a little bit more of a. Would you do there and then we hug it? That seems pretty reasonable. So let's try that. That reasonable? Hang on, we'll trim that out of the way a little bit. We'll trim that back a bit more. And we'll see about... I'm not opposed to that. That seems okay. Let's see if that actually looks at all reasonable. No, it does not. So we'll get rid of those. Oh, that wasn't the plan. That wasn't the plan. Let's do this, do that, and do that. That's okay. So what I'll do is let's just kind of try and smooth it out. Ooh, actually, that's not what I'm after. That's what I'm after. So if we go down there, down there, and down there is our motorway extension down. Pretty reasonable. Oh, you know what we're missing? The train. The train needs to do this too. Okay, we're busy doing some stuff here. So let's get rid of the measuring tool. But that's effectively our bridge connection to the other side, and we still need room for the train. And the train's going to come up on this side, the train's going to cross there, and the train will have to run down there as well. Yes, so the train will have to do that too. Okay, so if we wanted to, let's trim this out. Now, what we'll need to do is we'll need to push in here a little bit more. We're probably at the end of the episode, to be honest. Need to push in here a little bit more. So let's level from the center. No. From the center, please. Keep level. You know what? It's going to be easier if we do this. using the excavators to kind of dig a bigger hole out. Probably okay. And then we'll level here from the center, try and move that out a bit. Yeah, that's looking a bit more reasonable. That's creating a bit of a landing area there for us. I'm going to really try, but the problem is this is going to be super tight. So, just dig out what we can. Here, a little bit more. Yeah, I know this isn't the most exciting piece of this kind of this game, not the most exciting piece. And then let's try and level again from the center. Pretty good. We'll try and push that back a little bit more. And then I'm kind of concerned about what's going on here. We'll have another look at that. But the idea is really we need to run the train down here as well. Yeah, it's probably going to be better if we do that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that one. Let's quickly try and level this off a little bit more because it's a little unsmooth here. So let's just smooth that out a little bit more. Now, can we try and eat into that hill a little bit more? So let's remove this snapping. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Come on. Keep going. That's good. That's good. Just slowly pushing. Okay, so that I think gives us enough room there. What we'll need to do here is try and... There we go. There we go. Excellent, that's good. So using the road tool, seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, so I think they're out of fuel, but that looks pretty good. Okay, come on guys, get the extra train in. How many people here? Ooh, looking pretty reasonable. Now, grab me this train. Hi, guys. Come and pick up people over here. So it'll be our first line that starts over there. You're going to load workers, and you're going to go ahead and unload workers over there. There we go. And you can go ahead and make a start for that. Perfect. How's this looking? Oh, look at that. Look at that. So I think we're probably importing a hell of a lot of crops at the moment. So if we quickly have a look at the imports, import of resources, yeah, a massive amount of crops is being imported at the moment. But once that thing's full, we can stop worrying about it. Yes, that's an enormous amount. That is an enormous amount. I might pause it a little bit. We're going to struggle to eat our way through that, to be honest. I wish we could have apply a little bit more logic on the ship, but that's okay. Maybe we overdid it a little bit with the construction of that vehicle there. Let's switch this off and have a look. Here it comes. Just want to have a look at our first pickup over here. Oh, we've built this one. People are moving in. These are not quite full yet. Oh, it's got a nice view. Yeah, plenty of spare apartments over here. Ooh, it's going the wrong way around. I wanted to operate in the other direction, so that's fine. We'll make sure to do that. So that's going to be 100 workers that going down there. Now, let's quickly have a look at our signaling here, and then we'll end off the episode there. There's plenty of signaling work that needs to be done here. So, I am keen on doing chains and blocks. That's fine. Ooh. Oh, these are all needing a little bit more work. And then this is a chain. And sorry guys, are you? You really should be that direction. Yeah, there we go. Shouldn't be difficult. This shouldn't be difficult, guys. Yeah, there we go. What? Oh. Anyway, I've messed that up a little bit. So this is into that direction. That's into this direction. Oh yeah, out that way, and then in this way. In. Oops, that's not what I want. Out. Take it all about. Right there. You're going that way. You're going that way. You're going this way. And you guys are dual direction. So I just need to make sure we are putting chains in here. Actually, doesn't have. Anyway, that's okay. I'm not too fussed by it. So what's your Oh yeah, you can run on that side, guys. Then you can quite easily move any of those. That's fine. Okay, and then coming back in here, I need to end the episode. Then coming back in here, let's just double check. So we're getting in. We'll be going in to all of these. You know what? This needs to be chain, so that they can kind of figure that out. This needs to be actually chains. Chain. Then that needs to be a chain. That needs to be a chain. Good. So they'll figure that out as they come in over here. We'll get ourselves some extra signals over there. That signals, these signals go out this way. You need an exit signal on the other side of this. There we go. Good. How many workers? 125. Good stuff. And you're heading out this way. Nice. Okay. Yeah, plenty of good work happening over here. We will get that built and good stuff. Okay, excellent. That seems logical for the time being. How's this looking? Electronic components, plastics, chemicals is the one that's struggling a little bit. We need potentially to up our game a little bit on the chemical side of things. And then maybe we don't need as many people working there. So let's drop that down to 10 workers only. So we get a little bit more people coming on the chemical side of things. Everything here is doing pretty nicely. Everything over here is doing nicely. Oh, did we finish this off? No, we haven't. Oh, I didn't actually finish off the road here. So let's just make a start on that access point. Get that all hooked up and get Kowski on the game so that they can start work on this. And I can also actually get Moderate to make a start on this guy as best we can. Guys, I'm going to put a cut in the episode there. I think we're obviously importing a lot of crops at the moment. Oh, actually, where is our Frida? When Frida comes, I might Yeah, that's not doing a lot of workers, so this will be more workers. So up that number as best you can. So we'll get more workers to get this done. Now, is there something I can do here? On this station, unload 100%. On that station, yeah, there's no logic behind what we can do here. The logic is going to be a challenge. So all I can do is maybe stop it for a little while. So all we can do now is maybe have a look at stopping it. How much fuel is that? 5,000 liters. So now it's unloading its stuff here. Can I put... Is there any logic you can put in this? View line details. Is there anything that we can do here in terms of... yeah, it doesn't look like it really. Average trip time. Not a lot. So it goes really quickly. But which is what we want ultimately, right? We want this thing... How far are we from... maybe we should just fill it up and get it done with. Maybe we should just fill it up. There's, we're doing a reasonable amount of work here. So this guy is actually... Pump it up. Yeah, do that. And we'll do is we can even pump that up a little bit. Just a tad. So there we go. I think that should work. That should be pretty good. And now we're actually dropping crops from the other side as well. So that's looking fairly healthy at the moment. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, as per usual, please hit that like button. I do appreciate your support. Everything else is looking pretty good. We still need a great separation in here. But I think our motorway is starting to look pretty nice. I could probably start work on some of these things as well. These things, wow, look at this. And then our bridge, guys. We need to work on getting the rail up there. Oh, the rail is practically built through here. We need to get the rail up there and across. And I think that's pretty healthy going down there. If we can squeeze it in, we should be able to squeeze it in. And to be honest, worst case scenario, we'll just put the road right up against the other one. Yeah, I like the gap between the two that are perfectly aligned. But anyway, that's fine. Guys, yes, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.